Hey Fit Tribe, it's Molly here. How are you guys? Happy New Year. I haven't done a call since 2014. It's so weird that it's 2015, right? Oh my gosh. But I am like so proud of you guys. We had an awesome year as a team and you just make me so proud. But what I know is that this next year is going to be like 20 times, 100 times better. And I can already tell that by the goals that you guys are sharing on Facebook, Instagram, with me on calls. You're texting me, you're emailing me, and I love it. And having goals and having a vision and knowing what you want is what's going to drive you to do the things that matter and that will affect your coaching business. They don't just happen by chance. They don't just happen by putting it out in the universe. You've got to do some work, but you guys are ready to do that. And the good news is being a coach is fun work. So I'm just going to get right to this webinar tonight because I have a lot to share and it's a little long. I know that some people are working on their dream boards while they're watching this, so that's double motivation. Very cool. You might be having your family dinner. So hello family, if you're watching this as a family. My family has had to listen to many team calls and webinars while we're eating. Hey, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. My kids are going to make great coaches. Had to have a sip of water. Okay, so tonight I am going to talk about and teach you how to attract your ideal coach. Sealing the deal when it comes to people interested in joining your challenge groups or becoming coaches with you and getting them started off right. Doesn't that sound great? Aren't those things that like you could use help with? I know I always can. So even putting this call together tonight, like reviewed things for me and just got me so revved up. So I'll show you the agenda for tonight's call because I need some form of direction, as Kevin could attest to. Number one, we're going to go over how to build a strong foundation to attract your dream team. Don't you want a dream team? Don't you want a team of coaches that are like you, that get you, that have the same motivation as you, that have the same vision as you, that are fun, or whatever qualities you put out there, and you think if you close your eyes and you think of the people that you want on your team. Picture like a group of people on your team that you're taking a photo with. I want those people to come into your life this year so that you could have a killer year. Number two, we're going to talk about sealing the deal, how to get people to join you. Number three, we're going to get your coach to start off right and show you like a map of success for you, a map to success. But the goal of this call is really to help you build confidence in this business and in yourself so that you can share it consistently and so that you could build a team and have a rock star business, you guys. You deserve it, and it isn't rocket science. It really isn't, and it doesn't take a ton of time. It just takes you stepping out of your comfort zone and going through things that I'm going to cover tonight. So, number one, have a strong belief in the products and the company. You know, Beachbody has changed me and my life in so many ways. And it did take me, I won't lie, I had like fears and doubts, and I was like, what is this multi-level marketing thing? What is this? Is this a pyramid scheme? I had all those doubts, fears, and like things where I thought people were going to judge me and all that crap. That did nothing but hold me back from being the successful coach that I am today, from being the person I am today, from being the wife I am today. Like honestly, the mom, the friend, the leader, the coach, everything. But Beachbody has changed my life. And I believe in the business 1,000,000%. And I really think that if you struggle, like if you're like, oh, I don't know how to talk about it, I don't know if it works, you need to work on that because it's so much easier to talk about with people when you believe in the business. But check it out. Because of Beachbody, I'm going to tell you why I believe in this business, okay? I get to be my own boss. I got to make my own hours and work from home. I get to spend a ton of time with my friends and family and be present in my kids' life. Like that's crazy, right? What I do is rewarding. It's helped me find my purpose. Being part of our coach family is so much fun. I get to work with people that I love, that I consider friends, that have become friends because we work closely every day. That's pretty cool. Even people I've never even got a hug, like, you know, in person. It's crazy. I get to help people get healthier, be more confident, and go after their dreams. Dreams that they didn't even know they had. Like that's so cool when someone's like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this was possible for me. I didn't even know I wanted this until it came into my life. I get to earn as a reward for encouraging people every day to make positive changes in their lives. I was already encouraging people every day. I'm sure you do too. I was already motivating people. I didn't even know I was, But to be able to earn money, I never feel bad about earning money. I know some people are like, do coaches do it for the money? Guys, you're going to a job every day to earn money. You're working for a boss. That boss is making money. Like, everybody makes money. But the fact that we get to do something that is healthy and positive, and it's not weird, and it's not slimy, and it's just something that changes lives is so stinking cool. So I never feel bad about earning a paycheck doing this. You shouldn't either. Beachbody is about people. I mean, they are, and they give the opportunity for us to live a life by design. One reason I know Beachbody is about people, that announcement last night that even veterans could become free coaches. That's so cool. They're always looking out for other people and how they can pay it forward. And I love Beachbody. I want you to love it. And when you do, you're going to be that much more able to talk with passion about it. So you need to have a strong belief in the products as well. So the reason I believe in the products, I know they work, is because I use them daily. You have to use them daily. I was talking to my hairdresser today. I was 3 hours in that chair today. Good Lord. You didn't need to know that. But whatever. I got one of those Brazilian blowouts, and whatever. So it was a long process. But she was asking me what I did. And I said to her, you know what I do? I just share what I love, just like you. And I tell people what works for me to inspire them to do something for themselves. And I said, I use the products every day. Because she said, do you actually use the products? And I said, yeah, I use them every day. And I said, it's just like you, Hannah. If you didn't have cute hair and you weren't passionate about hair, how could you tell me how would you do my hair? How would you talk me into doing what I'm doing? You know what I mean? And not talk me into it. And she never sells me like, you must do this, and spend all this money. She's just like, this is going to make you feel better. This is going to make your life easier, Molly. Getting this Brazilian blowout, you're not going to have frizzy, crazy hair every morning when you wake up and scare your husband. I was like, I'm in. So it's just like what we do. With Shakeology, for instance, you are going to have more energy. You are going to feel amazing. You're going to lose weight. I mean, everything like that. My hairdresser does what we do. She's making recommendations on how I can live a happier, more confident, better life, easier life. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I believe in the products because I lost 30 pounds from a program I fell in love with called Turbo. And I continue to love and use the programs as they come along. I finally found something for me, something to get my mojo back. Like before I found coaching, I was like doing my thing, but I knew that I was made for more. I knew I needed to do something more. I would love to help my family financially. That would be super cool. But Beachbody did all that for me, and it made me stand up taller. It made me more excited. And my hairdresser said to me today, have you always been this passionate about something? Have you always been this excited? I mean, God, you like light up when you talk about Beachbody. I'm like, no, but it's changed my life, and the products are freaking amazing. And so, yeah, I get excited. I want you guys to act like this because she is going to become a coach. And she is, she's just like, oh my gosh, normal people don't talk that excitedly about a job. I want that for you. I've never loved shakes, you guys, before I tried Shakeology. Like literally, I was like, gross. But because it's helped me out to be my healthiest, make my life easier, and I dig the chocolate, like it's my chocolate fix for the day, I want other people to use it. I believe in it. They should too. They should use it. I've gotten in the best shape of my life thanks to Beachbody, and we have programs for everybody in a shake that truly can change a life. You know what I mean? So because I believe in that, I want to share it with the world. Nothing holds me back from talking about what I do. Was I hesitant when I was first a coach? Yes, and I regret that. I talk about no regrets. I regret all of that time I wasted doubting myself, thinking people would judge me. People don't, please. They're so proud of me, or like, if they don't, then I just don't hang out with them. But I don't let people, if I think that people are going to judge me, I'm wasting my time and energy. You are too. You just got to go out there and share. Like I always say, we recommend restaurants that we love. We recommend shops, everything. Why? We got to recommend what can change lives and what we love and what we represent. So you also need a super strong belief in yourself. Success begins with a decision. You know what I mean? So you can't become a coach and be like, well, I'll give it a try. I mean, all these other people can do it, but probably not me. You need to decide from day one, I am going to be successful at this. I can do this. If all those people can, awesome job for them. I'm not going to hate on them, compare myself to them, or try to pick them apart because I might be a little jealous. I mean, I don't know, but you got to just say, I can do this, and you so can. You need to make the decision to go for it, to be successful. You need to make the decision to do what it takes and commit to never give up, because you guys, this is so real. It's so awesome. And like I said a second ago, you can do it. Doesn't matter what shape you are, what size you are, where you are on in your journey, whatever you look like, wherever you live. Like, honestly, there's no picture of a coach. There's no requirement of what we need to do or be like or look like or anything like that. You know what I mean? You just need to be you, and you need to commit and literally do what it takes every day. And that is honestly just sharing. You need to work on yourself through personal development, because guess why? It's so good for you. You know that I preach this all the time. Our cup gets lower. It gets like, you start with a full cup. You're working on your personal development. You're feeling good. It's full. And then daily life takes its toll. People, the negativity of people or just things in life where you're just like, you start to crumble. Your glass gets half full. It doesn't matter if you're a new coach or a coach of 5 years. You always need to do your personal development, because we always need to be learning and growing. And that is how we become better. Honestly, I listen or read to something every single day. I fill my brain, my heart, my everything to help myself be confident and be able to talk to people and be able to just be my best self. It's for our happiness, for our relationships, and really for our life. But, it's really going to help you in your business, which is so cool. So plug into personal development books, personal development audios, podcasts. Shalene's free podcasts, guys. So insane. But all of that, when you're driving, when you're running, when you're walking, when you're blow drying your hair, stick the earbuds in your ears while you're blow drying your hair rather than hearing the loudness of the motor of your hair dryer. Learn something while you're getting beautified, okay? Your posture and how you represent yourself is so important in person and online. And the way that you're gonna, I have some typos on there, sorry y'all. When you have that belief in yourself, the way that you represent yourself online will show through. You won't be posting negative stuff. No one wants to go on. I'm not saying be fake, but when I see people posting wah, 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 and this and that and negative, I'm not going to be like, wow, she's inspiring or he's motivating. I want to learn from him and join that challenge group. I'd be like, if I'm in her challenge group, is she going to be like, wah, wah, wah? Because I need someone who's going to encourage me and push me and motivate me and make me want to do more and go after my goals. So you have to think about that. Bring your best self when you go and post, and when you talk to someone in person or on the phone, or when you do that blog post, or you even comment back to someone. Bring your best self. If that takes taking a deep breath, maybe saying a prayer and saying, Lord, give me the right words to say, whatever it is, you need to represent your best self, okay? And that starts with having a belief in yourself. So if you feel like you are the wah, 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 work on yourself. I promise you, you will bring so much better positivity to your posts and to everything in life. You have to have a strong belief in yourself. Your attitude and words either help your prospect feel more confident and excited, or they plant seeds of doubt. So just like I said, when you're coming with positivity and you're motivating and you're being a product of the product, someone's going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what she's doing, but I'm following her. And I'm going to listen to her, and I'm going to do what she says, and I'm be so excited, because that's who I want to be. Those are the changes I want to make in my life, rather than I'm complaining about this, I'm complaining about that, and life sucks, and what, oh my gosh, that's a whole, you can tell your story a different way, but I don't recommend being negative. I recommend really trying to encourage people to be their best selves by being our best self. Okay, I get really excited, huh? Number 2, having a strong why you are building or you want to build this business. I want you to ask yourself some questions. So whenever you're like, okay, what's my why in doing this? Like, why do I want this? Ask yourself these questions. What will having a successful business do for you, your family, your lifestyle, and your future? You have to ask yourself that question. And like for me, when I think back to when I signed up to be a coach, I was like, why am I doing this? What do I want from this? When my coach asked me, like, what's your why? I was like, what the heck is your why? But I knew that I wanted to help my family go on vacations. I wanted to have us be debt-free. I wanted to have money for Kaylee to go to whatever college she wanted. I wanted to, feel good about myself, have something for me besides being mom. And I just really wanted to make sure that we had like a savings plan, whatever I can help with to alleviate stress from Kevin was really going to be really cool for me. For me, that's what I thought, and it's come true. Here's another question. What do you want so badly that you're willing to make short-term sacrifices for long-term success? What do you want in your life? Do you want to be home with your kids? Do you want to quit your job that you don't like going to? Or maybe you have a huge commute and you're like, I'm spending 10 hours away from my family every day. Or maybe you have bills you really want to get rid of because they're keeping you up at night. What drives you? And when I talk about you're willing to make short-term sacrifices for long-term success, you guys, if you really hunker down this year, like this week, this month, but you do it consistently, you will make short-term sacrifices. You might not watch television shows. You know how I preach about that. I'm good. Thank you. You might not watch your television shows. You might not be able to go out as much, or you might not be shopping as much. Whatever it is that you have to sacrifice. Like for me, dude, I barely go to the mall anymore. I know that sounds lame, but I'm like, if I need something, I'm like online really quick ordering it. And I'm like, I got it back to like my big goals because I don't want to dilly-dally at the mall anymore. That's just how I am. I don't watch many TV shows, and that's fine. I don't feel like I'm missing out because there's really nothing on. Yes, you can watch Real Housewives. Good Lord, I know you're wondering that. But anyway, but when you make those short-term sacrifices and you build a team that's like killer, it's going to pay off long-term. You will see the growth in your business and your paychecks and in you, okay? But ask yourself, what drives you? What motivates you to really want to take this business seriously? And not just make it something that you signed up for, and maybe you dabble in it. Is that the word? Dabble in it, and you like do it as sort of like a hobby. But if you could spend just a little more time every day, I know that you could make a huge impact in your life. Ask yourself this: what do you want your life to feel and look like 6 months from now? Write these things down, you guys. Ask yourself what you want 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. Do a vision board for the love. We just did that in my virtual vision group, dream board group. It was so awesome. Mine's sitting right here in front of me, and I love it. I'm getting a text. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll answer you later, Heather, if you're listening to this. But I look at my vision board every day, you guys, and it is driving me in a huge way. Do a vision board. Ask yourself, what is your long-term vision? Like, seriously, if you don't like your job right now and you know that Beachbody could be a way out for you, why are you going to stay there? I mean, why aren't you going to do the work for Beachbody, which is not really work? It's super fun, awesome work. What's your long-term vision? Do you want to be a coach full-time, working less hours than a full-time person, big time, but like in your pajamas if you wanted? And what will keep you going when you hit a speed bump? That's something really important that I think about. Like, those days where you're like, oh, no one's answering me. Oh my gosh, I've posted, I've messaged, what's going on? Why isn't anyone signing up with me? Or, something happens in life. What's going to keep you going? For me, it's because I believe in Beachbody. I believe in what it's going to do for me. I believe in what it's going to do for my family. I believe in the products. I have that so strongly ingrained in me that whatever speed bump comes along, I will never quit. I want you to have that attitude. I have it on here again. What drives you? I really want to know what drives you. I want you to figure out what drives you. Gosh, I feel like a motivational, crazy person right now. I'm having so much fun. Our next thing here is we're going to talk about why you need a strong why. Why do you need a strong why? Because it's going to drive you. When I ask what drove you, whatever it is. Like, I was talking to a mom today, and she was like, I want to be home with my kids. Like, when they're home sick, I don't want to be at a job where I'm like, I can't get to you. I want to be there with them. I don't want to miss their school events. I have to be there for their school events. I don't want to ask for days off. Like, that's a huge why. You know what I mean? And why should you get clear about your story and sell it and share it? Why should you get clear about your story? It's so important, you guys, to get clear about your story. You all have a story. It makes you uniquely you. And when you get clear on what it is, you're going to be able to share it with more and attract people that relate to you, that get you, that understand you, that like you, that are inspired by you, that trust you, that will follow you and possibly, hopefully, join you on your team. Facts tell, stories sell. That's like one of my favorite sayings because it's so true. So here you go. I decided I'm going to go through my story and I'm going to share it with you how I wrote down my story, because I want you to do this as your project this week. Doing this will make it all so clear. So for my story, I'll be honest with you. 4 years ago, I was like, I don't have a story. I don't think I have a story. Guess why I thought that? Because I was looking at a bunch of other people's stories. I compared myself to them and I was like, well, she's lost 100 pounds and he's gotten ripped from P90X. Like, dude, look at those, abs or whatever. And she was $400,000 in debt. And that's why her story is so wow. And this and that. And I compared. I'm so putting those blinders on now. Like, I'm like tunnel vision. I'm not looking at anyone else's stuff anymore. You guys can't do that. God, do your best. I didn't have a job I hated. I wasn't overhead in major debt. I didn't have a huge weight loss transformation. I wasn't in a bad relationship. I was pretty normal. So I really didn't think I had a story, but guess what? I had my story. Nobody else's. So I did lose 35 pounds from Turbo. I learned to love fitness from Turbo. As a mom, I had lost part of myself, but my confidence and my mojo came back from Beachbody. Before I became a coach, I needed something for me. I loved helping others be healthier and happier. I knew I was made for more. We didn't have money saved for college for the kids or future expenses. We were stressed about expenses and bills, but I loved empowering women to be their best and go after what they want. So I had a story. That's what made my story mine. So I want to encourage you guys to get out a blank piece of paper. I'm going to give you direction, but I'm going to first read to you what I just wrote out my story today, and for you guys to see what it can look like. But I'm going to give you direction because you need to write your story. Facts tell, stories sell. So here's my story. I was a stay-at-home mom of 2 young kids, but I felt I had lost part of myself. I felt depressed. We were tight on finances. We didn't take vacations, didn't have a plan for college, had credit card bills. I was heavier, I didn't eat well, and I put myself and my dreams last. Through fitness, Turbo specifically, I found me again, but a better me, a more confident me. I loved who I became, how I felt, and I had to share it with others so they too could feel their best. When I learned I could do this as a coach, earning income by sharing my results and helping other women, I couldn't believe it, but I knew I had to give it a try, that I would be all in. Now I am a full-time working part-time hour coach, working from home, raising my kids, being present in their daily lives. I'm in the best shape of my life, earning a 6-figure income. Because I said yes to Beachbody, I feel like me again. And we now have a college plan. We go on many vacations. We don't get stressed about bills. I get to spend tons of time with my family and work with wonderful, driven, positive people. You have to write your story. And when you do, the beliefs in the business, the beliefs in the products, the beliefs in yourself will grow that much more. Write your story, guys. Write your story. So what type of person are you looking for? Who is your customer avatar? So I don't know if you've done any of Shalene's trainings, but she kind of goes through this where she draws out Mindy, my friend Mindy. And but she draws out who she wants to work with, like when she was looking for APDs and all that. I want you guys to think of your ideal coach, because this year you are going to start or grow your team of coaches. Yes, you are a leader. As I always say, when you became a coach, as a Beachbody coach, you became a leader, okay? So I want you to sit down, maybe even close your eyes for a minute, or draw out the person that you're looking for to be on your team. So examples could be you want to work with someone who's confident, funny, coachable, driven, motivated, likes helping others, needs a positive change. She's focused, ambitious, entrepreneurial qualities. She's a go-getter. She wants to be part of something more. She's had a transformation or she wants one, and she's willing to share it to inspire others. I can't draw, so the stick figure is a representation of my avatar coach and customer. Don't you love it? Okay. So, you guys, so you're going to picture your ideal coach, and what I need you to do, let me go back. Okay. I need you to think about, when you think about those qualities, now I want you to look for that person. Think of that person from now on when you're looking to build your team, because if you don't and you just are oh, whoever, join my team, whatever, for me, having a man 50 years old who wants to get ripped or whatever, and he wouldn't be the coach that I would really like to work with, because I'd suggest he talks to Kevin. But I personally, I think I have all women on my team. And I think it's just because I relate well with other women. You know what I'm saying? And the women that join my team are confident and funny and coachable, and it's not by chance. It's because we find each other. I think because the things I put out there in social media and in, all of that. So I want you guys to think about that. So my next slide says you've got to expose yourself, and not that way. Okay, gross. But you need to find people, and you are probably wondering where you find them. Are you wondering that? Like, are you like, oh, I've talked to everybody I know, Molly, I've talked to everybody. No, you haven't. You haven't, because there are like 350 million people. Is that right? Or there's more? I don't know. There's a lot of people in the United States. And there's only, 200,000 coaches, maybe 150 active coaches. There are so many people for you to help. It's not even funny, especially this time of year. Everybody and their brother and sister are looking to get fit, to have a better future, to go through their resolutions. So, social media, of course, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure that you are active on one, if not two of those, maybe three, but sometimes we could be better in one or two rather than all three. So social media, and it's not like posting whenever you feel like it, and like, well, I put a post out there, no action. You can't do that. You have to be consistent, and it doesn't need to be these huge scientific thought out posts. Just be you and share and inspire and educate a little bit. And you don't have to feel like you need to be a nutritionist or a fitness instructor. All you need to be is you, and give valuable content to help people believe in themselves, to do fun things, to do, whatever it is that your avatar, customer, or coach, whatever you want to lead to you, put it out there and help. Also, a way to find people is YouTube. Don't be shy. Do some videos, put them on YouTube. Just be you and have some good lighting. Just don't be in a closet with like underwear and dirty clothes behind you. That's all I ask. And don't look down at the camera. I've already done that video on how to do good videos. You can learn that from Shalene and other people, of course. But do a YouTube channel, because think about this, you guys. You could be earning and reaching people while you're sleeping or while you're at that job you don't like. You know what I mean? And people in other places, other states will be like finding you and talking with you. Like, that's so cool. You could do a blog. Blogs are awesome. That's a great way for you to share your story and to help others. You can also find people, your customers that you already have. Don't ever lose touch with them. Reach out to them. Don't stalk them and scare them, but every month maybe do an email to all your customers just saying, hey, how's it going? I want to share this cool thing with you guys. I hope you're doing well. Remember, like, basically you're telling them, I'm here to help you still. Your challenge group participants, of course, everyday life. School, church, soccer, gym, when you get your hair and nails done, I always talk to people there, your contact list, your email list. You will find coaches all of these ways, by the way. And building a team is how you are going to earn residual income, is how you are going to build your business. So, retail is not going to cut it, unfortunately. Like, you could sell Shakeology here and there, but that's like $30 each time you sell it. But when you build a team, you're having a lot more people duplicate what you're doing and what you're believing in. And it's so much fun to build a team. So if you haven't written out your goals this year, or you don't have this on your list of goals this year, put on there that you're going to build your team of coaches. Because I can tell you now that is why I am where I am today. I love it so much. And I'm always looking for people to join me, not because I want to make a bunch of money, because I want what I have for them. So even if you don't have right now success, like you don't have a team, still be like, I'm here for you. I'm going to build a team and I'm going to put you in training, because guess what? Beachbody has all of that for us. So don't ever feel like, but I don't have videos to give my team and I don't have this. Yes, you do. They're all in the online office. We have a bunch of stuff from our team. So you have everything at your fingertips to be an amazing leader. You need to believe that and know that right now. Like, when I hear someone say like, oh, but I can't because I don't have, yes, you do. It's all there. You just have to use it and just go for it. What do you have to lose? You have to have the bigger picture in mind. But, think about people that you will find. When I'm at my kid Logan's school, I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's how I think that's how I met Shannon, who's one of my coaches. We met through school. I met lots of my coaches at the gym. My hair salon, she's going to be a coach. When I'm at the nail salon, I sat by a girl getting her nails done. She's one of my best Shakeology customers because we just sat there and we got each other. Like we connected sitting by each other. And now we just went to lunch the other day. So, hey, you know what I mean? You just have to be open to talking. And when people ask you, what do you do? You've got to say, oh, I'm a health and fitness coach and I can help people get fit and healthy wherever they live. It's awesome. And then you can maybe give your elevator speech, a quick thing about who you are and what you do. That's really important with confidence, of course. So if you have to practice it in the mirror or practice it while you're driving or practice it to your family, do it because the more you do it, the better you'll get. Gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so, if you're wondering, like, what do I post to find coaches? I don't even know what to post. Like, I don't want to sound salesy or I don't want to sound desperate or I don't know what to post. I'm going to share with you what I do. So, I talk about coaching when I share about my challenge groups because I will post something like, oh my gosh, my challenge group is doing so awesome. It's so fun seeing these ladies, have fun with fitness. Yes, you can have fun with fitness and they're doing that and they're, loving it. They're getting results, blah, 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 blah. When people see that, they're like, well, what are you doing? This is what you do as a job? Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. It opens the conversation for me to say, yes, I lead these challenge groups. Oh, I'm a coach and this is what I do. You should do it. So that's a good way to find new coaches is sharing just for fun, giving props to your challenge groups, but sharing about the fact that you lead challenge groups or that you're in a challenge group. That's fine too. You could be like our Fit Tribe Coach Challenge group that we have going on right now is awesome. I love my team. Then people will say, what is your team? What do you do? You know what I mean? Number two, when I share about my lifestyle and how Beachbody has helped me and my success. So when I share like a picture of me on the Success Club trip, that's not to be like, la, 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 look at me. It's more like, yeah, Beachbody has allowed me this. And this is why I love what I do. This is why I love my life. This is so cool to be surrounded by positive people and to get this trip paid for. Hello. Or, when Kaylee got accepted to her school, yeah, we were able to pay for it because we have the supplemental income from Beachbody. Yes, it's possible for you too to send your kid to the school of their dreams without getting in a bunch of debt. When we bought Kaylee her car, maybe if I have, I don't know, whatever I share. I could share the fact that I'm having lunch with Logan on his day off. I didn't have to take the day off. That's showing my lifestyle. The fact that Kevin and I can get away and go to Park City on a Wednesday or a Thursday and just go. We can do that because we're our own boss. So you have to kind of show that. And even if you can't take off on a Wednesday or Thursday yet, you're going to share what is specific to you in your life right now. And that could be, I'm on this team call and I love being surrounded by all these encouraging people. This is the change I needed in my life. That could be what you can post too. Let me see how I'm doing on time. Wow, I could talk a long time. And then also sharing about that you're doing a coach training or you're doing mentoring. Like, hey, I'm going to show you some different things that I do. Also, number one, when I talk about my challenge groups, I'm inviting people to join that. And a lot of the times my challenge group participants will become coaches. So it's really important to always share about that we're doing challenge groups. No one can guess, no one can read our minds. I love this part here on the little asterisk. It says, what is the number one reason someone joins a network marketing business? Guess why? What is the number one reason? Because somebody asked them. No one's going to join you and say, hey, I saw you did this. Please, 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 may I join your team? No, they can't read your mind. You have to make sure they see these posts. They have to make sure that you're living the lifestyle and that you're sharing that you're a coach and that you're looking to grow your team with amazing people. When you put that out there and then you say to someone, have you considered being a coach? Have you considered doing what I do? You should be a coach on my team. You would make a great coach. Because of these reasons, I want you on my team. I want to work with you. I've been looking for someone like you. What do you think? You have to go for the ask. You have to go for the ask because guess what I've learned? If you don't go for the ask, somebody else will. Another coach will. And you're like, dang it, I wanted someone like her on my team. It just took me to get over my fear and my doubt and just ask. You have to do it, you guys. I swear you can. Whatever success every coach has, even like Melanie Mitros, the top coach this year, props to her, woohoo. But she doesn't have any secret power. She just does lather, rinse, repeats, does the same thing every day, every week, has a system, and that's it. So here's like a challenge group post. You know, I'll use this kind of picture, and then I'll say, hey, I'm looking for a group of women who really want to commit to 21 days of forming better habits, to exercising, to nutrition, and for me and a group of coaches that I'm working with to be in our challenge group so that we can motivate you every day, giving you the accountability that you need. You know, whatever I'm going to say, but are you ready? I'm looking for serious people who want to commit. I've been doing that lately, and instead of just putting it out there like, anyone can join this, it's not, you know, it's not specific or special. When I say I'm really looking for people to commit and grab a spot because I'm keeping it small, that's the truth. I don't want to work with 50 people who are not going to post in my challenge groups anymore. I want people who are going to be active in it, who are going to be doing what I asked, so it will help them. I don't know if you're with me on that, but those days I used to be like, anyone and their brother can join. Now I'm like, you can join my challenge group, my paid for challenge group. You must have skin in the game, which requires you to buy a challenge pack. And because you bought that, I am going to give you my free services as a coach, and you are going to get results. I used to be very wishy-washy a couple of years ago. I used to be like, oh, but I feel bad making money. But I just feel weird about asking someone to buy a challenge pack. Why? Challenge pack, it's success in a box. It's everything people need to get the results that you are promising them. So if you're like, join my challenge group and you're going to kick butt, but you don't have to buy a challenge group. You could just go to the park and do some jumping jacks, but you're going to lose 14 pounds. That's not true. But if you suggest a challenge pack and they follow it, Beachbody has it. So if they follow the nutrition, Kevin and I were just talking about this the other day, if they follow the actual nutrition, they follow the schedule of the workouts, and they have you to be there to encourage them to get it done, no excuses, they're going to be a transformation story. You know what I mean? But people need skin in the game. I talk about this all the time lately with my coaches when we talk on the phone. You can do, I am all for doing free challenge groups, 5 days. Give 5 days of your awesome freeness, and then they've dated you for free. Now, you know, they're going to take you, they're going to commit to a challenge pack. Even if somebody already says they have a program, tell them this is the best bang for their buck. Shakeology is a must because you believe in it. And at the end of the day, in the shopping cart, it's basically the same price as just a program. So this is what they need to do. And you need to be like, well, you can do this. Don't do that. Just be like, this is what you need to do, and it's gonna work, and it's gonna be awesome. So I really want you guys to be firm and believe in you, and here it comes down to the business and the products. When you believe in all those things, it's gonna be so much easier to talk about it and to really tell people what they should do in order to get the best results. Here is a post that I did the other day, posting about the coach opportunity. If I don't put this out there, if I never talk about how people can actually do what I do, then people aren't going to know. So I posted this the other day, and I put my coach avatar on here. I just realized that. I'm mentoring 10 women in January. Who am I looking for? If you're someone who wants to do more, be more, likes helping others, motivated, fun, needs a positive change, wants to be her own boss, coachable, driven, wants to get in shape, inspire others, would love to have financial freedom by helping others, then be a coach, join my team, and change your life. Email me. And I gave them a call to action in this picture. I don't know how it was approved as a boosted post on Facebook, but it was. Thank you, God. But I gave them how to reach me. I told them exactly what I'm looking for and what I do in this picture. Was I a little scared? Not anymore. But maybe like 2 years ago, I would be like, I don't want to put this out there. People might think I'm weird. People might think I'm trying to trick them into something, which is such BS. I would never, ever try to trick anyone into anything, but because I believe in what I do and I know what's possible, of course, I'm just going to be brave, put it out there, and attract people that I want to work with. I encourage you to do this. I really encourage you to do this, and coach your coaches and use the stuff that's out there for Beachbody, and you can do it, and you're going to learn along the way. But you've got to do it if you want to change your life. I promise you. So people are interested. So you put these posts out there. You've put your challenge group things. You've told your challenge group participants that they can be coaches. You've connected on Facebook. You're building relationships. You're it's exciting because now people are realizing, oh, you're that girl or that guy that's a coach. Maybe I want to do this. So they start to write to you and they're like, hey, Molly, hey, whoever, coach, I saw that you are looking to build a team. I see that you are a Beachbody coach. I've wondered about that. So you start to get an email, right? And you're kind of freaked out. You're doing this face, the Home Alone face, right? The Kevin face from Home Alone. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I'm gonna write back to them tomorrow because I don't know what to say. No, you're not. You're gonna write back to them when you get that because it's fresh in their mind. They're excited at that moment, and tomorrow they might not be as excited, or tomorrow maybe they reached out to somebody else. So take a breath. First do your Home Alone face, okay? Don't put aftershave, just and then take a breath and do this. Don't ever think about signing a coach as, oh, I got her. I got someone. Yes, I got a coach. Woo! I mean, you can celebrate and go, yay, I have a coach on my team. I'm so excited. Yes, I'm actually cheering while I do this talk. But don't ever think about it as like, I got one. Okay, like 9 to go to reach my goal. No, I want you to be like, oh my gosh, this is someone who I can share with, work with, get to know, and do this with. This is gonna be amazing. So what I want you to do is write back to them, connect with them, and acknowledge them. Hey, how are you? It's so great getting your email. Thank you so much for writing to me. I'm excited that you were interested in this. I just want to ask you a few questions. So I really want you to focus on building that relationship with them using the form, if you haven't already, which is asking all the questions about them, like their family, what they do, and things like that. I forget what form stands for right now. Holy cow, I write it all the time. But form them, find out about them. And when you're talking to people about coaching, think about how you would want to feel after talking with someone. So if you're being like icky and you're like, you feel like what you're saying is icky, it probably is. So just be you and think like, gosh, like when Monica asked me to be a coach, she wasn't like, you have to do this, Molly, because it's good. Like it's you're gonna sell a bunch of stuff. I would have been like, gross. But she was like, oh my gosh, do this. You're a mom, you wanna stay home, it's so much fun, and I'm gonna help you get started, but I wanna get to know you. What are you looking to do? What do you wanna change in your life? You know, ask questions. She asked me a lot of stuff. Well, do you want this? Like Monica has a different personality, so she was more like, why wouldn't you wanna do this? But that worked with me because I was like, why wouldn't I? Ask questions, ask more questions, and listen. And when you listen, you'll know how to connect them either to a product or to be a coach, you know? And this is, you connect with them, you uplift them, and you praise them, you know? Oh my gosh, that's awesome learning about you. I've been looking for someone like you, someone who's positive. You sound really energetic, you know, and I'm excited. I really think this would be a great opportunity for you. Thank you so much for choosing to connect with me. But when you're sincere, you know, when you want someone to talk to you like that, do it right back to them. I promise you it will help. So after you've had that conversation, they're like, you know what? I'm ready to go for this. I'm excited. So what to do and say when the conversation goes in this direction. So if they're like, you know, tell me more. I think I want to do this. I know. Tell me more. So of course you're going to share a little bit about the business, maybe share your story, but you want to also compliment them. And you can print this out and keep it, but you want to be like, gosh, it's, you know, let's say it's someone from your challenge group. You're like, you know what, Nancy, it has been so awesome having you in my challenge group. Just having you post on there every day, sharing your journey, and then cheering everybody on. Like, you're just like, you're a coach, and I've been wanting you to do this, but I knew it had to be on your terms, and I'm just really excited that, you know, you want to do this because I think you're going to be great. Again, you're going to ask questions. Then you're going to send them a video. So either one, like the Team Beachbody one where it talks about, you know, what a coach is, or I'm a coach, that's a great video. But send them a video and say to them, hey, I'm sending you this video because it really sums up what a coach is rather than me going on and on and on. Watch this video. Hi, Brittany, hold on. So let me turn off my phone. So watch this video and then let me know what you think about it. So you can't just say, watch this video and put it out there. You have to say, watch this video and I want to hear what you liked best about it. and then say, when's a good time for us to talk again? Should I email you tomorrow, or do you want to get on the phone? Get on the phone, people. It's totally old school, but it totally is fun and it works. And I love to say totally. I am a Valley girl. I can't help it. But get on the phone. I can tell you so many coaches who I've gotten on the phone with, like Sandra, Therese, Sydney, before they became coaches. Molly Lightfield, got on the phone with her. Lacey. Wait a second, these are all my diamonds right now? This is weird. Okay, anyway, but I got on the phone with all of them. So make that personal connection. I'm clapping right now because even if you get nervous, even if you're like, this is weird, I don't know this person, like this is gonna be so strange, but you've already made the connection on email or on Facebook, getting on the phone is just cool. You're like, oh my gosh, it's so fun to hear your voice. Okay, so what questions do you have for me? Like, I wanna learn about you. Trust me, you make that connection and it is way more fun, and you'll know right away that if that person is someone you wanna work with. But also, when you talk with them, address their fears, address their objections. You know what I mean? Like what is holding you back? Because, I'll tell you how to deal with that too. I'm going to give you a system to do this, but address their fears, address their objections, maybe relate how you felt once before, but how you have changed and what you have learned. And then sign them up, congratulate them, welcome them to the team, add them to the team page, do all that stuff. But it's a system. Have this on a piece of paper that you know what to do. And don't be afraid or discouraged by the word no. Don't. Because no can mean not now. No can mean, I just need more information. I need to get permission from my husband or whatever it is. But no, if they say no, you just put them on your contact list, your follow-up list. You keep sharing with them, you keep helping them, and then you follow up with them. Hey, I'm doing another coach opportunity call. I want to invite you. Maybe this is a better time. Or something like that. But never just say, whatever, you don't want to become a coach, I'm never talking to you again. Don't do that. So here's a couple tips for success for you. When you're sharing the business opportunity with somebody, we get emotional about it because we love it. And we want to build a team. We want to reach other people. But you have to emotionally detach yourself from the outcome. This is from GoPro, if you've read GoPro. But you can't be like, I used to get like in the pit of my stomach, like a pain when someone was like, no, I decided I'm not going to do it. I used to be like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? Do they not like me? Am I not a good coach? Maybe I should quit. Maybe this isn't for me. Don't do any of that because it's not about you. It's a decision that they made. And as long as you're going through the steps of being truthfully, genuinely you, asking about them, sharing the business, being positive, being enthusiastic, painting the big picture for them, then you've done your job, okay? You need to focus on helping them and making a positive impact. So when you have coaches sign up, help them. Show them the way. But you can't do things for your coaches. Y'all know that. You can't do things for your coaches because they need to be self-starters. Hold on, I'm getting a lot of texts. Are you guys listening to me or are you texting me, coaches? Okay, just kidding. And then call people, like I said, assume the sign up, okay? So this is really cool. If someone's thinking about becoming a coach and you're on the phone with them, tell them like, okay, so when you're a coach on our team, we have team calls every week. We have this, we have that. We have a great group of girls you're gonna love, and guys that are, awesome men. They're in the, what is your group called again? Oh my goodness. Man cave, but we have team contests, we have team this, and you will love being part of our team. So when you do that, they're like, oh, I'm part of their team. Like it's a mental thing, which is super cool, okay? What was this? Oh, you also want to tell people that when they become a coach with you, you're like, not only are you part of Team Beachbody, but you get me as your mentor, as your upline coach. You get my team, all these awesome people to plug into. We have this Facebook group you can ask questions on. You can get encouraged by them. We are all there as a team. When you sign up to be a coach, you get so much more than just, I'm a coach. You get all of us. Listen, listen, listen. Get to their why. What, you want to ask them, like, when you become a coach, like, what do you want from this? Why would it change your life? What do you need to change? What do you want to improve in your life? And then you show them how it can. Even if you don't have your, in quote, success story yet, you don't feel like you can share, like, I'm this kind of coach, I'm this many stars. Who cares about that? You can use other coaches' stories. You could be like, oh my gosh, I want to tell you about this other coach who's awesome. She was, she's a single mom. and she decided, enough of this. I'm $30,000 in debt. I have these two beautiful daughters I need to take care of. I need to get my butt in gear and just go and share and inspire. And the way she did this is she did Turbo and she told everybody about it. And now she's making, she bought a house, she paid off all of her bills, she's in a better relationship now. And Beachbody did that for her. So if you have a why like that, like if you can relate to a single mom like that and be like, if you put in the work and the effort and you go for it, you can have that same kind of life. So don't feel like you need to have your whole story already written. You could share other people's stories and paint the picture for them. You need to come from a place of confidence and share how much this opportunity can change lives. So you can't be like, well, you can do it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's for everybody. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying my best. You have to be like, oh my gosh, I know that this opportunity is real and what I want from it. So let's say you don't have a big story yet. You're like, I know that in 2 years, the 2 years is going to go by anyway. So for 2 years, I'm going to hunker down. I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit. I'm going to do what is asked of me. I'm going to go through the trainings and do what matters and not just wait for someone else to do the work for me. I'm going to do this, and I know that my life's going to change. And it's going to be the same with you. Do it with me. You've got to be confident and happy. You might not have to be this hyper like I am, but when I talk about this, I get really excited. So I apologize if I'm being all crazy. My husband's probably shaking his head like, wow, she talks fast. But I guarantee you this, you guys, 4 years ago, I will never forget. Maybe it wasn't 4 years ago. How long? When did I turn diamond, Kevin? 3 years ago? I don't even know. But I remember when I turned diamond, you guys might have heard me say this before, but when I turned diamond, Monica said to me, okay, Molly Richards, you have wings, now go fly. And I was like, I'm only diamond. I'm not only diamond, but I thought what? I'm what? I was really freaked out. And she's like, you need to do your own team calls. You need to go and you need to get to 2-star diamonds so you get the bonus. You need to get to 5-star diamonds so you get the bonus. Why? Because you can do it. Why not? You've turned diamond. You've already gotten 8 coaches. Of course you can go get more coaches to change their lives. And I was like, me? And I remember feeling ill. I remember my first call. I was nervous all day long. I told my family, shut up, people. I'm on a team call. Oh my God. And I think it was one person on my call. And I was so excited that one person was on my call. It might have been just Colleen and I. I don't know. It was fun. But I did it. And every time since then, I've gotten better. And I'm more calm. And so just like sharing the coach opportunity with people, you got to do it. And you got to do it again. And you got to do it again. And you're going to get better. And it's going to get more fun. And you're going to attract the people that you want to work with. Think about how fun it would be to go to Summit and be with your team of coaches who you're just hugging and loving and taking pictures with, and you get each other and you're having fun and you want to kill it together and have an amazing business together and life together, vacation together, go on the cruise to Jamaica together. I want that for all of you, from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so duplication is where it's at, party people. So whatever you are doing as a coach, you have to tell your team to just do it as well. So nothing from now on, as a coach, nothing that I do needs to be I don't want it to be hard. I don't want it to be crazy out of this world. I want it to be okay, you can get just like I said, you don't have to do the videos that I did. I just did it because that was something fun. I thought it would be fun to do my training videos as videos. But get your team started off right. Do the get started calls. Listen to your team's whys, all that. I'm going to read this. But everything that you do should be your own team should do. Show them how to do it, okay? Have a strong belief and believe it. Okay, that's weird. I don't know what that meant right there. I must have been getting my hair done. Number 2, building your team. You need to build your team and you need to tell your coaches to build their team because that's where it's at. It's not in the retail. It's about more and more people doing what we do. It's so much fun. It is. If you are having a hard time and you feel like you might be saying the wrong things to people, reach out to your upline coach and show them the verbiage. By the way, this is just a little tip. Show them some of your emails or tell them your back and forth conversation with people because it could be one little tweak in your conversation, by the way, in your messaging to people that might be freaking them out. I sometimes say less is more. Sometimes when we word vomit on prospective coaches, that's just too much for them. But if we make it short and simple and our conversations are back and forth questions and answers, that is a lot better than and blah, 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 blah about Beachbody. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're crazy. And that's why Beachbody makes those videos, by the way, on the Coach Opportunity, so that we don't have to put tons of words out there. Beachbody knows what they're doing. They're infomercial people. They literally make those videos so that we can just have it out there and it's visual. So I want you guys to attract awesome people, and I want you to tell your team to attract awesome people. Show them how to do that customer avatar. Passionately share. Don't just be like, yeah, this is fun. Be like, this is so much fun. This is a crazy opportunity. Oh my gosh, everybody I love needs to do this. Be able to help breathe life into your coaches' dreams. So when you have coaches, ask them what they want. Ask them how they want to change their lives. Do they want to stay home? Do they want to go on vacations? Do they want to get out of debt? Do they want to travel? Do they want to finally quit their bad job or whatever they hate about their job or their life? Listen to what they want and say, guess what? Like I had a couple of calls with coaches this week, and that I got to fit in earlier in the week. I have more later this week, so if I haven't gotten to you, I'm working on it. But what I said to them was, you have these dreams, now this is what you need to do. And this is it. Okay, so show them the way. Be like, this is possible, and believe it for yourself. Help them see what is possible. Reawaken themselves. Like, even if there's a coach that's like, I'm listening to Molly right now, and I've been out of it for like 6 months, but I got on this call. Connect with your upline coach if you're doing that right now. If you're on this call and you're like, I've been out of it and it's embarrassing, who cares? Be like, hey, I'm ready to do this again. I'm revved up and I know it's possible. But also, if you have coaches like that, reach out to them and say, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while, but I don't care. I love you and I want this for you. So you want to work with me? Let's do this. Help your team make big goals and direct them how to get them. So I have some coaches reach out to me this week. They're like, I want to be diamond. I want to be elite. I was like, I love your huge goals. Here's the direction you need to go. This is exactly what you need to do. So even if you feel like you're a new coach and you don't know, there's so much help for you out there, so much help. Just go find it, Google it, go look in the back office, reach out to your upline coach. But the magic happens, you guys, when you create your own brand, you share your vision, and then you have people join you that have the same vision and are willing to put in the work. When I said create your own brand, you are a brand, and your brand is you and your story, by the way. It doesn't mean you're like Pepsi or McDonald's or whatever. It means I am me. I am Molly Richards. I am a coach. I am a mom. I am this. That is my brand, and that's what I express every day. So real quick, how to get your coaches started off right. Duplication, this is it. Help them develop their why. I want you to print off these slides if you want, or copy them down. That's why we're recording this webinar. Help them craft their story. Help them build belief by being a product of the product and personal development. Connect them to our team. Make sure all of your coaches are plugged into the Fit Tribe. Get them plugged into training and aware of what is available to them. I swear, if coaches listen to every single coach call in the back office, the archive ones, they could change their world and their business. Those calls are gold. The goal is to duplicate and help them remove the training wheels as soon as possible. You don't want to be the type of coach that's always like, but I don't know how to do this. You know, the kid on the bike that's not willing to put both feet on the pedals and be like, I can do this without your help, without the little wheels that are going to help me, so I don't have to wobble. I can just ride forward and go super fast. You want that for all of your coaches, right? And you want to be that type of coach who's like, I got the training wheels off, now I'm ready to go. It will take a little bit of work, but it's worth it. So for your coaches, though, that you are going to sponsor this year, I want you to help them do all of these 5 steps and remove those training wheels so that they can go do exactly what you taught them. So they will take all of these 5 steps and teach their coaches to do them. Does that make sense? So there's a cycle of success, you guys. First, you have to believe you can, and then you will do it. You have to believe it. It's like anything. You know what I mean? You have to believe it. If you're like, oh, I don't know if it's for me, it's not going to be for you. Oh, I don't know if I could be successful. You're not going to be successful. Oh, I don't know if I could do that workout program. So I just won't. Well, then you're never going to get results. All of that. It's a decision. So you have to have the belief. You have to see that you have the potential. You all do. You became coaches. Somebody, whoever signed you up as a coach, saw the potential in you. You saw it in you. So get it back. Then you have to take action. You do. And it's not hard. You just have to share what you're doing for your workouts on social media. Share about it. Share how you feel. Share what changes you've made. Share about the people that you're leading in your challenge group. Share about why you do it. Share about how much Beachbody, how you love Beachbody. Share about you can make a list of so many awesome posts and just help people see a better version of themselves. That's all we have to do. But if you take action, and of course you're a product of the product, because we can't be the best coaches we can be if we're not doing the workouts, drinking Shakeology, and personal development. You have to do that. But you take action, that's when you see results. But if I ask somebody, if someone writes to me and says, this business isn't working for me, I'm just not making any money, I'm like, well, okay, show me what you're doing. Well, I'm doing nothing. Hello? Then nothing's going to happen. But if you plug back in, I still love you, plug back in, or if you do these things, you're going to see results. So belief, potential, action, result. It's like a whole cycle. You will be successful. So I want you guys to take a breath with me as I finish this. Stay with me. I want you to realize what we have before us and then come from a place of action. Like you have heard me say 20 times on this call, Beachbody can change your life if you allow it to, if you believe in it, and you take action. Like, seriously. Look at all the coaches. That's the thing. When Carl said last night about the plateau, I put that quote on our Fit Tribe page today, and he's like, but there's all these coaches who are making it work. You just have to, like, get back in the game and go. Like, have a new plan. But I want you to create your list tonight because I want all of you to build a dream team. I want you to get out of your head that everybody else can build a team. Nope, you can build a team. Or that you're not a leader. You are a leader, okay? I want you to believe this so that your 2015 is off the charts amazing, okay? So I want you to make a list tonight. Who are the top 10 people in your life that you would love to be on your dream team? Who? Who do you think you would like to work with and celebrate with and bond with and help them change their lives? Like, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be fun to be on a Zoom call or a call and be like, oh my gosh, there's my friend, there's my girlfriend, there's my friend from high school, there's the girl from the mom down the street, there's my neighbor, it can be immediate people, okay? Or if you have somebody on social media who you've been talking to, reach out to them and say, I want you on my dream team. Who would you like to bless with the gift of this business? This business is a gift. It is a gift. And I would beat myself up right now if I ever quit when I felt like I should have quit. Like I had those moments where I was like, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I can do this. Oh my God, this is hard. Oh my gosh, I can't take another no. Oh my gosh, I'm going to quit. It's a whopping $15 a month. I can't afford it. No. Thank God I got my head straight, my heart straight, my goals straight, and my why straight, because that's why I am where I am today. And I love you guys so much that I want you to understand that this business is a gift and that you not only should embrace it and rock it and work it every day and lather, rinse, repeat, but share it with others and ask them, invite them to join you. Train them, duplicatable stuff so that they can do the same thing with other people. You know what I mean? It's a gift. So here's a really cool quote, and I'm going to end it with this, so stay on, but I'm going to read it. It says, our greatest joy is what we are able to give. We offer hope as coaches. We offer freedom to those who join us in this business. We are also able to give hope to those outside of this opportunity as we are able to bless them with ourselves through our challenge groups, through encouraging people, our talent, our time, our hearts, and our resources. So go share it. It's just too good to not share, you guys. Get past your fears and go make this year amazing. And get straight on your goals. Build your team. Find your dream team. Focus on who you want to be on your team and go out and go for the ask. If you don't ask, people don't have an opportunity to say yes or no. If you don't share, people don't know what you're doing. I think I've said it enough times, but I love you guys and I just want the best for you so much. It's not even funny. Okay, have a great night. I will talk to you guys later, and it's going to be a killer year, Fit Tribe. Okay, bye.